say.
It's hard to see the pain in my eyes, cause I'm always high, and I'm always on the move. Sit still when I die. In the streets I move militant, and I know what I'm dealing with. No beef left uncooked, we gon' finish it. And I can tell you about the churches from the pit of it. This shit hit different when you really in this shit. Talk about the struggle, seen every bit of it. That's why I'm trying to run it up until I tear a ligament. I gotta feed my sons and daughter, Gilly 5-pill lawyer. When you get your shit in order, that's when they try to destroy you. From your family to the government, they coming for you. It's like, who can I trust? It's all paranoia. My youngin' stuck in the hood, he don't know no better. Try to put him on some game and tell him tuck his cheddar. Remind me of myself in one ear and out the other. Got too much potential, we don't plan for failure. My niggas that I lost, I don't know where to start. It's like I'm numb to the pain, I got a hollow heart. Charged to the game, maxed out my car. Won't see a thug cry, your head hollow. In my city is...
Yeah. Welcome and welcome back to the King Status Podcast with me, your host, Mr. More the King, along with
EdBuck LC, a.k.a. Playboy Bucky. You know what's going on.
Mr. Prolific, a.k.a. J. Duce.
If
Do say so.
myself. Welcome and welcome back. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. All our links are down in the description below. And we thank y'all for tuning in once again. What's up, fellas? How y'all feeling?
What up, though?
I'm good. What's up?
What's up? How you feeling over there, my boy?
Recovery, but I'm almost back 100%. I'm like 65, 69%.
Yeah, you got that casual street look. I like it. Like you figured out, like you just put it together. You look like you didn't try, but it came out good. You're
giving behind the scenes information that I just threw this on in the last 40 seconds. No, I appreciate it.
But I'm saying, but that's a good thing. That like you look like my boy Isaac J's over there. Like, you know, when he throw on the shades, he get in his bag.
Yeah, I be needing these Jones, man. I be needing them.
Right. What's up, Playboy?
Again, 2 weeks in a row. Look at how I feel.
We don't know what that means, but we'll let him fantasize.
Let me tell you. You see the color, you know, with my chocolate skin, it look, you know, yeah. You was behind the scenes hating over it.
Nigga, you got on wine? That's the color of wine?
The color is sexy.
I mean,
all
that's
right.
cool.
Time to start the episode.
But
no, don't skip. How you feeling?
I was about to say, be like, well, no
you got
one's
this
going to
Miami
ask. I guess I'm
Dolphins blue
saying.
on right now, but I mean, shout out Reek, shout out Cheetah.
But
Shout out Blue Chew.
but not yeah.
Run that ad money, y'all.
Yeah.
I know somebody went to that.
Run
site.
that ad money. Watch last episode, baby. But now I'm feeling good, man. I've been a lot of tunnel vision. That's why, like, yeah, just tunnel vision. But I want to ask y'all a question. Getting right into it real quick, because we talk about a lot of what we want to do, where we want to be in the future, where our goals are. I know, Jay, you definitely always say, like, you're high, like, dreaming big and, like, big dreams, which I appreciate, too. It's good to be around people like that. But why do y'all want to be that for your family and for your legacy and
for yourself?
For yourself and all like that? Like, what is the why? Like, what made you like, hey, I want to do this and be this person instead of just being what I saw, a statistic, so to speak?
Oh, well, I'll go. For me, it was just, I never felt okay with the regular lifestyle, even from like a child. Like, I liked being able to just take control of my life in the reins, and I believe that, like, I'm just meant to I'm meant to start something new for my family. Like we've had a couple years of being where people have done their own thing, and it can now, with social media in a way, and media and all how that revolution in technology, it's a way that I fit right into for my love of media and technology. And it's just and I feel like there's 1,000 ways to like to achieve the task. And you just gotta find your own lane or find multiple lanes. Like in this, I have several lanes in one field. Like I'm a host, co-host. I produce, I shoot, I edit, like I record, like I do a bunch of different things in this realm to make sure I can sustain myself in any way, and I can pop in any lane I choose. Like the merch is coming, clothes are coming, Like I wanted to try and get a holiday drop in, but science professor tried to take me out this week, so I gotta retool. Hopefully this week coming I can get to it.
Yeah.
For me personally, it's just like on some stuff like I was fortunate to be able to grow into be my own person coming from where I come from. Like my family got a lot of it's like a lot of stigmas. Like we started off having to play football. Like my uncle played football, so a lot of us played football just because I was the first person to switch into basketball because it was something different for me. I wasn't really into getting hit all the time. Like for as a kid, like I wasn't.
But you
really,
did play?
Yeah, I did
Okay.
play for sure. I not had to, but it was like a forced thing. Like it was a family tradition. Play football. So, just like kind of starting to, even with that, like just getting out of football. I'm like, yo, I'm not really one. Like I wasn't as aggressive as I became. Like I didn't really fully put it all together. So I wasn't really with getting hit all the time, all that type of stuff. But I love to play football. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good athlete, all that type of stuff. But it's just more so like I wasn't really. Like I was always raised to be my own person, so I wasn't always cool with doing the same thing everybody always did, like having to play football because of the family or having to do this because of the family. So like when we moved, I just got a chance to be myself. Like my mom always just preached, yo, you can do whatever you want to do. Don't be like other people. And then just personal experiences, like going through certain things and not having nobody to talk or not having nobody to go to. People that y'all like the same age or people that's even older than you, y'all only been through certain things, so they can't even see the same things that you might have been through. Like some of your brothers and sisters never been through some of the stuff that we seen together. So you can't go to them and say, yo, what is it like to be in a situation and do certain, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it was just always it's just about being different and being able to give people that type of fire even within themselves. Like, yo, you can be whatever you want to do.
You can be whatever you want to be.
Yeah, be whatever you want to be. Do what you want
I
to
think
do.
with
about
me,
you, bro?
Babe,
Oh,
man,
no.
I was getting there, baby.
I had to make sure
You
before you
said-
switch
yeah, I was
topics.
about to
You know he'll switch the shit out of a topic. You be trying to be like, damn, nigga, we ain't even hear from you. Go ahead.
Nah, because y'all start rocking and rolling. I was like,
That's
like,
still
shoot, I
being
have another
talk.
question. I mean, yeah, you're right, but I'm just like, with me, well, for one, I think it started with one day he told me this, like when we was teenagers. He said, "I don't want to be a statistic," and I'm like, I don't even know what that means, but I don't think I want to be it either. And then like that mentality started, but then it was just when you seeing people get things a certain way, or you see them have to work a lot so much, like with a job or something, it just never was a turn on to me. Like, dang, I want to work that hard for a job and then not have time for my family, and it takes a physical toll on me, and I'm like, yo, and then at the same time, it's if I want to do this, it's like I gotta ask somebody, can I do it? Like, yo, I want to request time off, and then be like, yo, it's denied, and it's like bro, I'm just going. Like, because if I'm taking off time, because I'm one of the people, like, I always showed up to work. I rarely called out. So it was like, if I
I
request
remember
off.
when I was that way. Boy, was I dumb.
Nah, I rarely called out because I was really, like, focused, locked in. I'm like, bro, if I'm not doing nothing, if I'm going to spend time doing nothing, like, bro, go get that money. And then it just started being, when you see other black successful people get certain ways, and Jay, like how you were just saying, over the years, certain things looked a little easier. The resources got easier to get to. And then it was just different. Like the creative mentality always was like, my creative mind and the way creative thinking isn't going to keep me. I'm never going to be happy if I do it the way I saw it. Not saying people had ways that didn't look good. It was just like, it wasn't the way I wanted it. And then definitely like how Jay said too, was like the empowerment part of it, man. Like I was like, yo, I just want to take control of how I want to live, and how I want my income to come, how I want to be able to spend my time. And that's why I'm like, man, if I'm going to work that hard to where it's physically taking a toll on me mentally, it's going to be for something I'm creating. So that way, in the long run, even if it's like like I worked so hard and it took me a while to enjoy it, like get to that point of really enjoying it. It's still like, well, look what you created though, because now you can definitely make sure the rest of your lineage doesn't have to deal with that if they don't want to,
Right.
because now it's like you gave them opportunity.
Like example, like how you saying, like my mom, she worked 3 jobs when I was a kid, so I never really got to see her in certain points of my life.
Same.
Like I literally didn't get to see her. I would wake up, she'd be walking in the door from a job just to see me. Like, oh son, I just wanted to make sure I saw you this morning, give you a hug and a kiss, and then she off. Won't even see her till you for me. Probably won't even see her. You know what I'm saying? She might wake me up, but I can't really remember. She, coming in from whatever jobs, but so seeing that type of stuff, and then thinking as I got older, maybe I'm supposed to work that hard too, and then getting 2 jobs and seeing how like the tolls that it took on me is like, yo, I don't want that for my kids ever.
Right.
Like not a day in their life that I ever want them to feel like, yo, I need to get 2 jobs, like ever. Even if you have to get a job, I don't even really want you even in that mind frame no more. Like I'm trying to really get it so you just like, yo, I want to do things that I want to do. Like how you say, create my own dreams and things. If you want to get a job, cool. But like
Right.
I want to be able to pass it down to you and say, yo, you take every day to become who you want to become. Like, and we're gonna push you in those steps. But I don't, what I'm saying, working for corporate America and like how you said, like how Jay, what you alluding to is like, bro, you working 16 to 20 hours a day, don't got no time for nobody, and you going mentally crazy, bro. That shit ain't for nobody. Like,
And not to shit on that, like, because I usually shit on that a lot. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna try, as we shit at it as a group, let me try and advocate I wish we had someone here that kind of can speak to what their love for it, because I do know people that love it and have a different respect for it in a way because the security.
Yeah, which ain't nothing wrong with.
and I'll say because I had 2 jobs and I was in that mindset, I feel like, not to say that I love that part of it, like as far as just working 2 jobs, I did love like the financial freedom that I started gaining for myself. Like, oh, all right, I can put X amount of dollars and still have X amount of dollars. So like I can understand like that type of love for it, whereas those like, yo, I'm getting to certain things that I'm maybe not accustomed to because I have one job or because I only can do certain things. So like I did grow to love the grind that I was on. Like I was in a whole nother space, and I was so focused that I was okay with working hard and feel like it was mentally draining for the time because I was working towards something. Maybe, so I feel like maybe because people be thinking like, yo, I'm working towards certain types of things, or they going for some type of goal, that they fall in love with just the grind of it. Maybe because personally, I can respect people that do love it. I personally can't see it, why they would love working 2 jobs, like, and taking you feel me, the hours and hours of their day. Like I can't see that.
Well, I mean, it all depends. I see this is multiple jobs. Like this for me, like yesterday I had a shoot, and that was supposed to be an hour shoot. What an hour setup turned into a 6-hour day.
Right.
Like just happened to. There's nothing you could do about it. You got pivoted because you are on a work site. And it just makes sure, but in that, I still love what I do. Like, yo, that took long, but when I got to the shoot and I was able to communicate and produce and be able to just take something that was going to probably be regular and heighten it to a better level, I felt good in that. And I feel like some people feel that about their job. Like, whether it is those public service jobs do well, where they teachers, doctors, social workers, those things where the fulfillment is you're saving a life in a different way.
Right.
Those are the ones that I feel like a lot of people attach to. But even for me, I could never do that because I would never choose to be taken advantage of. And no matter what, corporate America is taking advantage of workers. That's why, like, even me, like, I want people to work. Like, yo, if you work regular and you work good and hard, I would love to employ people who do that. So I know you're going to come and show up to work consistently, but make sure this is and you get paid right, you enjoy the environment, you're doing something that you love, and you just don't have to be the boss of it. Like, not everybody got to be a boss.
Right.
But I do think if bosses were the ones who did and chose not to work, you would have a better environment. There'll be no way of inflation hitting us the way it is today. Because it just be, yo, all right, yo, we balance right now. Like, even with inflation high, it's still CEOs and CFOs bringing home $15 million bonuses. Not my salary, nigga, a bonus. It's the end of the year. Christmas time, these niggas going crazy.
Right.
Oh, yeah, we letting this person go, but he made $17 million over the first 3 years while he was here, like the bull from Spotify. Like it's a bunch of shit going on that I just think that you can retool yourself by making sure you take care of yourself and people around you.
Yeah. But that's why I said like I can respect because like how you saying you doing one thing that can branch off into other things, so it's still a part of what you love. Doing two things that you just don't like to do, but you're doing it to make a living is like more like I can't see why you would enjoy something like that. Like
And it's one of those things like also like I always heard the follow your dreams, like chase your dreams. And even when I talked to this old guy and he lived in a nice house, lives in a nice house, and I just asked him, like, what advice would you give someone young like me to be in a house like that? He said, follow your dreams. Believe in God, follow your dreams. That simple. When I was looking for a certain type of answer, but that was more of the answer I wanted to hear. Of like, because an older black man as well, so it definitely made me feel more like, hey, you got time, do that because you'll be happier. So that's why I agree with you, Jay. Like, if you want to be a doctor, of course I don't want a doctor that didn't go to school, but at the same time, I'm just more like, as a creator, I just felt like it didn't have that fulfillment for me. But that's why I say like how I measure success is if you're happy what you're doing and you can make money doing it, hey, that's successful to me.
right. Now I was gonna say just like piggybacking off of that type of feeling is like
Get your bingo cards.
Huh?
Get your piggybacking on our bingo card. Like in my mind, like at least once episode we gonna say it, one of us.
I don't know what you're saying.
Piggybacking, like like on the bingo card. They're like BINGO, like to replace the B would be. I never thought I'd explain this. Like so like different shows have like like you ever did like a watch party show where they'd be like drink every time a character does this.
Right.
It's like that with bingo cards. So every time in the show you get your bingo cards, and we say the same things that we say every episode,
I see what
you
you're
can win
saying.
something. Like you know what I'm saying. But I mean, if y'all want to make a bingo card and win something, let us know. I'll throw an Amazon gift card out there or something.
Nah,
Pretty creative.
I was about to say that
I
was cool.
was about to say now that you broke it down, because you've been saying that for a while, and I'm like, I just thought it was something y'all had a joke in the house or something like.
No,
But
thinking of just now that we off topic now, it make me think about we should do a like counter. How many times we say like?
Right.
nah,
See,
bruh.
now we understand.
Bruh.
Here we go. Same
Bruh.
wavelength.
No.
That shit gonna make me
Same
self-conscious
wavelength.
No.
Or like a
no,
That shit gonna make me self-conscious
No.
as hell. I'm like, damn. Like I said it again. That was 30 times that episode.
Shit, and we don't even gotta do it,
Yeah.
nigga. Somebody can watch it and review it and do that joint. That's funny when
Yeah.
somebody watching you do it. And it's just like.
It's just gonna be like,
That's-
ding, ding.
bruh. Nah, but I asked that question because I had this dope conversation with a young male. I don't think his race matters here and there.
what?
because
A young man like you 40 is hilarious too.
Huh?
I said you saying young male like you 40 or something is bad funny. Like,
I mean, he was younger than us, but young enough. But no, we had a conversation, and it's just basically about stepping in on faith, and why I ask, what makes you decide that you want to be that difference for your family? Because I asked him, like, he in a suit, talking to him, I'm like, hey, so what do you do? Say I'm sales. But before all that, he told me, like, yeah, I'm down from I think he said Connecticut or something, or no, upstate New York, Rochester. And he was like, yo, I'm just down here on business, like, because everything goes smoothly, I'm gonna have my business running, like my own spot running back in Rochester. That's the reason why I moved out there, because they opened up that opportunity for me. They just said, yo, you want to go? I said, all right, cool. So I'm asking him like the history of it, and he's like, yo, I only been in it for 8 months, and I've been in Rochester for 2 months, but I've been with the company 8 months to where, and they already are about to give me my own office, like in my own business with it. So he's telling me his plan, but then as the conversation goes, like, and then he hit me with and I'm like barely 21. So I'm like, okay, so how old are you? So he's 20. And I asked him, I'm like, so what do you do? Say I sell, like, I think he said Verizon and like some internet or something. So I'm
I was
like,
about to say,
so
I had a feeling I knew what it was.
yeah, but
And
I'm
sorry,
like,
young brother, you are getting hustled. It's a hustle, dog.
I mean, but still, in
a
some
hustle.
ways, even with like how he's doing good, and like the opportunities open up for him, and I asked him, I said, because first I asked him like, what do you sell like something to businesses, or he was like, no, I go door to door. So I go door to door, and I became like the best salesman in the country for like a month, and I was like, but I could see he likes to talk, like he doesn't mind talking. He's like, man, but the one thing I don't press to get a sale. Like I just make you feel comfortable. If you want to do it, okay, cool. But he's like, but I'm like, man, what made you want to do that? Like, because he said I was working at Burger King. I'm from Kensington, and I'm like, what made you want to do that? He said, I just wanted to do something different.
Yeah, I mean, I have that exact story. Like I was killing it for T-Mobile. I was killing it for every company I worked for, and you get those promotion offers. And like I think T-Mobile, I was like top 6 in the nation when I went to Vegas that one year the first time. And I've been to different trips from there after that. But like I say, it's a hustle because it's them building something in you that is not there already. They want you to be feel like, yo, you have this talent that they recognize from the rip. But now I want to push you somewhere where you can go a kind of away, you can flourish, develop a whole area for us. We pay you pennies on the dollar for what you developed. Like I took Bloomsburg from nowhere in the world to one of the top. It's like a top market in T-Mobile. From me being there and the team we built from there and the people that stayed, we built that area up. But you didn't get nothing for it really. Like the money was all right, but you still had to bust your ass every single day. While someone else is just like I visit y'all twice a week, but he done made $100,000 off of us in the last month. So then all right, now you want that job? All right, cool. I need you to go extra hard from what you've done. Now you're the top, but now I need you to train other motherfuckers. Because that's gonna get me to the next job, and that's how you gonna get to the next job. And it's just like this, it's still this pyramid scheming to me. That's all. Like job like sales in America is real. We'll give you something, but we want to take more from you. Like when I got promoted, it was you gonna be on calls nonstop. Like no matter what, if you're doing great, you want to call to tell everybody how you're doing great, how to achieve. If you're doing bad, we're gonna recommend you on the call for doing bad. If you're doing okay, you gotta be on the call to listen so you get information, you can be better. So it just is like, where's the time for work-life balance? And I feel like that's what they have. Especially when you're young, though, you can grind, but I hope you have a bigger goal in taking that money into something.
Yeah, and that's basically what he was saying too, because that's definitely why I was like, because it definitely sounds like that to me, like what you went through, but it's just like, you're so young, so you can figure it out. Because he definitely said like, because he's always traveling, so he's like, man, I just want to be able to be in the crib for a little. Like he said, I lived in Rochester like 2 months now, and I may have only been there consistently straight for 4 days since I've been there. So I understand, but at the same time, things take those steps. So it's like he's so young and he's learning. But then if they give him his own office, then he could turn that into something else, because you're learning a lot more skill sets and how to get there, because someday he's going to have his own business that he's going to have someone else doing it for.
Well, and that's the part that I feel like nobody tells you that while you're there. Like as soon as you get that big check, it's like, yo, you looking at the cars? Yo, I'm about to get this with mine. Yo, you might as well get one too. It's that mentality. Oh yeah, no, I'm buying this house. So now you're trapped into where you have to work for this company to make your living. Like it's those things like, yo, I wish I had somebody to tell me like, yo, take this bread, hold it. It's going to stack up. Yo, you could have made an extra $40,000 off of just commission checks in a year. That could buy you your own business right there. And you can start moving and understanding how to be the owner of the whole company instead of just the top employee.
Yeah, but at the same time, that's why I'm like, in these steps that he's taking, you learn it, because then even if he does that with his own business, and like how he said some of his plan, I don't remember too much of it, but I just know he said he's going LLC and get things going so he can get certain things in order. But at the same time, I do believe that in the same way, like certain job skills you have and positions you have held, same as me, same as you, like where you had a leadership position at a job where it taught you so much more. So it's still like, yo, because he's so young, I'm like, no, learn these steps because you're learning it early, because you're still going to be hiring people when you have your own business, hiring people to make your business more money at the same time. So it's all like in the same circle, like, but it definitely sounds exactly like what you're saying. That's why I'm not disagreeing with you, because I said this probably is that.
Yeah, no disagree. And I agree with you. Transferable skills are a real thing. I definitely have transferable skills from my time in management, and still in management in a way and sense. but it's just making sure you peep how when it's you put into it.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you'll learn the skill and it sucks. Like, yo, how y'all hire people sucks. How I hire people, I haven't had somebody quit on me in 2 years. In my company, that's unheard of. Turnover rates be 18 to 19% a month because of just how it works, how people work out, and how the company would have you choose to run the business if they were there every day. But no, when they tell me like, yo, this is like running how you run your business. All right, I'm gonna run this how I run my business, and it works good. And for me, I like a business to be able to run without me. I learned that I learned that early on in my management career, so I could be able to go to that next level. Because if it can run without you, then they can move you and don't got to worry about nothing.
What would you say? Maybe not the biggest, because I know it'd probably take me a minute to really figure that out too. But all of us being in a position of, or have been in positions like where we had a staff, like responsible for a staff, so like a management position. What would you say is one of the biggest lessons you've learned in it?
A managing position, like in a management.
Yeah, like as you learn.
For me, it just was like how professional it go just that quick. Like from you just because of how I am. Like I'm just, you feel me, just regular on the job. Like if I'm an associate, I played a certain type of way. You know, we don't really be giving you all into certain stuff. Like you might be, for me, goofing around on your phone, doing so much stuff. Bro, you get a manager position and then the next day you on a whole nother wave.
Right.
Like so. For me, it was just like adjusting to the professionalism. Like, normally, like when I was an associate, I referred to a car wash I was working at. When I was an associate, you know, I'm talking to the people a certain type. Like, I'm a nice guy off rip. I'm talking to you, give you respect off. But you know, it's those, you know, them people that's going to take you there.
Right.
As an associate, more times than none, I can have a little spat with you a little bit. Like, if you get disrespectful. Some people not going to take it there. Sometimes if you associate, you kind of get out of character, take it there. But you more inclined to do that often than not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can get that off 3, 4, 5, 6 times. You feel me? If you got a cool manager, yo, hey, calm down. Just, you know what I'm saying? Yo, go run the tunnel for a while or something like that. I'm going to have you do this for a week or something like that. Forget the people. But when you a manager, it don't matter at any given time. If they hitting the lid on the associate, you got to chill the associate and the person, kind of take their side over your associate, reel it back in, bro. I just did that for their sake. Not like it's so much stuff that come with it. It's, you feel me? Something so small, but you got to do so much. I'm sorry, man. You know, my associate, you know, sometimes he get, you got to throw your little guy under the bus sometimes, like just to please them and then come back. Cause I ain't mean to throw you, know, but then that could damage your relationship. Like, damn, bro, like after people, I work for you. Like,
I had to walk one of my associates. Like, I had to take him down the street to cool off. I was like, man, like, but it's those type of things. But like, you gotta, like you said, the professionalism, but then like the leadership role you have to do. So now, like you said, it's like you got to try to calm everybody down and reel everything back in, but not looking too much like you're on anybody's side. It's just more like, hey, let's cool this down. But like I had a situation, he was like on fire. Like I'm talking like he yelling, I'll kill my like so and it's like nah, bro, come here. Well, let's walk down the street, cool down.
Yeah, see, like the one thing that was good for me is the owner of the wash. He was in the military, so he used to be on some stuff like, yo, we gonna keep it. You feel me? We gonna keep it professional until people really disrespect you, like as a person. It was like, yo, I'm cool with people being mad about things that's going wrong in the business. He said, but when people be disrespectful to you as a person, he said, I know that line. And that was one thing that I was grateful that he did, because I'm like, yo, it's a fine line between you talking to me as an angry customer about something that's going on at work, and then you talking to me like I'm not a human being, like I'm just some dude on the street. Once that 8 hours hit or whatever your time clock is, once that time goes, I'm not that same guy that you know. Once that joint is pinged off, like I'm a whole. I work with people. I used to tell people like, yo, when I clock out, you don't know me. Like, don't act like you know me, because you feel me?
That's hilarious.
It's messed up to some people, but
no, this is work. No, I feel you on that, and I deal with that today still in my day job. Having to be that's the only thing I need to be there for, is to handle emotions, and it's an art to it though. Like you learn it in a while. Like, yo, for me, I try and teach every associate I've ever had to, whatever somebody's going through at you, it's their own life, people lives suck, like, or it's like it be real shit though. People you
It's
like
the way his eyes got like he was dead serious. Like,
no, people life suck, you hear it, like, even like people like will take for granted you in a moment, but you gotta remind them who you are. Like, you work for me. Your life is easy. Imagine if you had to do with somebody with what they probably had to go to for their 12-hour shift is hell. For you, a 12-hour shift. For me, I'm gonna make sure you good. Hey, you can go bring us and eat. Go take a break here. I'm not. You don't gotta clock out. I don't need the 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not gonna hurt my P&L statement. And it's learning those skills that you got from management, but also applying it to make sure you take people at like for the world. Because a lot of managers would see what Eddie's talking about and be like, no, the customer's always right. Fuck that. I'm gonna reprimand you because of this. So they want you to run up, so I'm gonna write you up. Whatever. A customer be like, I want them. All right, cool. What's gonna happen? You know you good. What I tell you every day.
yeah.
That did you see how they looked? Like they gotta look in the mirror like that. You think they like sometimes that's why people be angry from the rip. If you look a certain way and they don't feel that way about themselves, they will come into that place and hate on you every chance they got.
Because I definitely had them moments too, like where it's they complain and I'm like, I'm gonna take care of it. Some of the times I had to like do it in front of them, not like and like that, but just show that I did it. But then afterwards, like, bro, come on, you can't do that. Like you know better. Just take it down a little. Don't do this too much and just, like,
go to the back. Cool. I'm gonna have to go to the back.
But nah, because sometimes like I was dealing with like young guys too, so it's just like, just relax. Like, but did you answer the question yet though? Like, what is the main thing you learned? Like, I won't probably say like I only said maybe not the best thing you learned because I know that'll probably take some time like to really think of unless you have it. But was like, what's the best thing you learned so far being in this position?
Did he miss your whole monologue?
No, I'm saying he's saying what things he has done, but I said what he has learned because that might not be the greatest thing he learned. He kind of was bingo carding.
The greatest thing I learned, and I can add this because I learned this like from like one of my regional directors because I was up for that position, and it was your story is the most important thing to you here. No matter what, in every fact and aspect of life, your story is going to get you to that next spot or the next job. So what I mean by that is like, my boss's story heavily relied on me. Like, hey, I hired this associate. He became the top 5 in the company. This district became here. We sent him here. He took New Jersey by storm. And now, I want him to come to New York, and he's going to take this by storm. And that's how. But, hey, I did that for him. Now he's a part of my story. I could, and I've had this story with this person, and this person. So now I can go to the next level. And even in your personal day life, even in this business, right now, it's about who we are behind these mics also. Like when we talk and what information we give, it's our story and who we are to ourselves and our family, and eventually who you be to the world, because there's nothing but more people seeing you and getting eyes on you. And your story is just the most important thing. So make sure whenever you're working, you're still telling your story. Don't you might not realize you are telling someone else's, and you are falling right into their story, to this character that doesn't go anywhere. To where in your story, you are the king, the sultan, the CEO, whatever that is, it's a story that comes with it, and you gotta be able to tell it. You don't see, like, you ever go to a speaking engagement and you see somebody talking, the first thing they start with is how they got there. And it's usually a tale of trials and tribulations. And that's your story. So once you hold true to that, you can go anywhere. Like for me, whenever I switch companies and I get an interview, well, tell you a little about yourself. Well, I did this here. Turned this here. Hey, here's the numbers and analytics from this year.
That's what they want to hear.
Here's numbers from the analytics from this year. Hey, I went from this position in 6 months. And from that 6 months, I became up for this position before this thing happened. And that's why I'm looking for the appointment.
Mm-hmm. Because that's the stuff that sounds sexy to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like for real. But
that was a good.
I do want to piggyback off that bingo card. But I do want to piggyback off of what you said. But I just want to give my answer first. I would probably say one of the biggest lessons I learned is there's not a lot of space for excuses when you're in that position. Because one thing I learned, I had to take the heat for my staff, because when you go in there with the big bosses too, and they don't care, they're asking you, why'd he do this? And I'm like, I don't know why he did that, but I'm not saying that. I'm like, man, it won't happen again. I'm sticking up for them in there and then that's what made it even more like afterwards, I'll go talk to them like, bruh, you got to do this. I need you on point because I'm not in there blaming things on you to get you in more trouble. I'm in there taking the heat for you. I'm standing up for y'all because I want them to understand because I've been in that position as well of the associate. So when they're in there, this is my chance to tell them, hey, but when we're doing this and it's like this and y'all want us to do a little more and work a little more and handle it a little better. Sometimes like when I'm telling y'all, hey, I'm understaffed, but y'all trying to save money, but I'm like, yo, I'm understaffed. And then you're wondering why, like when I got somebody that has to do this, be in this spot of the building, taking care of this, helping you out. And then that leaves me and one other person, but it's so much going on and you're wondering why it's so stacked up in here. And it's like, yo, how much do you want me to do? It's only like 4 of us. But like, and someone like me who always worked in the morning, so that's like when everything's jumping, like, yo, how much do you really want me to do? But it's like, but I'm not in there making those excuses. But that's what I learned to also take into business, and I try to teach other people too. It's like, man, sometimes like if it's your name on the wall, if it's your LLC, you can't point the finger too much on if everything fails on other people because ultimately that is for you to keep it afloat. So that's what I took into the business world is, yo, I can't like, don't go on there making excuses. And because they don't care, they like, yo, this is under your watch. So why is this happening? We're not going to go talk to them unless it's like really bad. Like, and then like, usually when they do, that's when somebody gets fired. But it's like it was always me in there. Yo, why is he doing that? And I'm over there like,
damn, I want to ask my question
exactly.
after you said it. You ever had to fire somebody?
Yeah, no. Because it was more like those situations, like where it's like they wanted them to, and I'm like,
you saved them every time. Respect.
Well, no, I'm saying like if it got that bad to where they had to be, it's like, then it's like, all right, I'll do it. So it's not necessarily like my doing, but it's like they sent me to do it. So it's one of those because nothing ever really bad happened on my shift. It was like somebody made a mistake. It wasn't enough to get fired. So have you?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know you done fucked up, right? Like that. It's that exact scene for me because it's nothing.
And that's what it was like for
me.
me.
I protect, just how you said, I protect people tooth and nail, but I can't protect you from you. You made this decision. You got to live with it. We talked about the same incident 17,000 times, and now it took one customer to be like, oh, no, they're not going to stop. They're going to keep reporting. They on your ass, and now the right person didn't heard, or this is the right person's cousin, nephew, friend, because it's that stuff. Like, people don't tell you about that in industry work. Somebody will send, not knowingly, somebody will come in your door, and they might be the CEO's brother. Yep. You don't know.
Yep.
And you might luckily, hopefully get a call from somebody else like, yo, I heard his brother in town going, yo, what is this name? If you don't get that name and they in your store and somebody acting up, oh yeah, that's chop block. It's a rap. Like, yo, you disrespected my brother?
Luckily,
get rid of the whole store.
Luckily,
that type stuff.
Luckily, in my position, we always had to drop like, on it. So it's like, all right, they coming through. All right, just make sure everything cool.
Like,
no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, last thing in that field that I realized too is like, yo, you really start to become a lot of things that you didn't like before too, like, cause I remember
because you understand now.
Yep. Cause I just remember it's like I had one boy, he used to just be just always drawn, just not trying to listen to nothing. And it just made me reflect on how I was when I first started. Like, bro, we doing this. This should take 10 minutes just to do this real quick. But it's like now because I understand, like I'm in that position and I like, yo, bro, we gotta keep this shit moving at all because you never know the owner. He pull up, yo, why is all this dirty? And it's like, yo, we knew 20 minutes ago it's only a 5-minute job. But it's like, bro, if you don't do that joint real quick, you don't know how much like can come with that. Like so.
And then they're gonna come down on you.
I was about to say, and then the first thing.
And Jay, I'm pretty sure it's the same with you. When things are going wrong or if something goes wrong, where they notice, they come to you about it. And that's what like I said, that's what I learned. Like, yo, you got to be responsible because they don't care. They're like, if it's happening on your shift, you're supposed to take care of it. It's not supposed to be happening.
No, that's a fact. No, and it's even if for me in management, the worst part be even if you're not there. Like, I've been on vacation and some shit that went wrong and get a call like, where you at? I'm like, dog, you approved my PTO, 1. to what the fuck you want me to do from Florida, nigga? Like, go in there. Whatever you gotta do is if I'm not there, you gotta run the shit. If you want to get rid of somebody, that's on you. Whatever repercussions you do is on you. But they never want that responsibility, especially when it comes to the associate level. And that's it right there. From like right middle management is kind of one of the worst spots to be in, because you're making this much more than these people, but you have this much more responsibility than them, and that entails you have to you kind of have to tell for me it'd be people older than me all the time, because I've been doing this since I was like 19. It'd be, I gotta tell this 46-year-old man that, cuz if you don't pick up this fucking crate and take it to the back, you're fired.
You half my age. You gonna tell me this?
That was probably the toughest part, because it's like, you're older than me. You got all these years on me, and I have to talk to you like you one of these young people. Like, so that's why with a younger staff, sometimes it was easier. But with an older person, it's like, you've been here. Sometimes you've been here longer. You've been here longer than me, and I shouldn't have to do this or fight with you about this. That's definitely.
Yeah, we talked about it on previous episodes. So some people will put you through a test because you're coming new into an environment trying to make change. And because you're new there and you're young, all right, I'm gonna fuck with you a little bit, but you might gain that respect from you grinding and how you run your store. I've gained respect, lost respect, because it depends on where you at in the journey for yourself. Like, once I figure out, like, for me, I'm big matrix, big picture guy. Once I figure out how everything works and where everything goes, and I can remove myself from the cog and nobody notices, so I can go run my movie, live my life. Then that's what I'm looking for now.
At least a lunch break.
Yeah.
Bro, at least a lunch break.
Yeah.
And y'all know how that goes. That's why I'm like, at least to have a decent lunch break. Because I was definitely from my, like, especially like when I'm working like 12-hour days, I'm like, no, I'm taking my hour. Like, I'm definitely taking my hour. Yeah. I'm like,
for me, it's a lot of, I'll make the sacrifice of, I will bust my ass for, give me a week of 12-hour days, but I'm only doing that whole week. I'm I'm hiring somebody here, boom, boom, doing this. Like, I'm doing so much to where I need, because for me, this is job A, really. So I have to figure out how to make job B work for job A. So in that process, it's making sure that this is not, I don't have to be here all day, because if I do, it's a problem. So that's empowering certain people. That's maybe running things, whatever you run, every system is ran not perfectly, really, in corporate America. Somebody's doing one thing that's really not right, but it's making a needle move.
Yeah.
So in that, you got to understand that when you're doing those kind of things, you have to, it's a heightened sense of security around it. So you have to make sure that, if they figure this out, you gone. Or they might know what's going on, and now whenever they choose to, your ass is grass. So be prepared for that. I've had jobs where somebody was willingly knew that somebody was doing something that technically wasn't policy, but it was creating so much money that they was like, all right, I'm looking the other way. Shit got caught. How dare you? They like, bitch, you told me how to do it better. Like, what you mean? Like, you gave me a new finesse play from here. Like, it's so much of that going on, and it's so doggy dog. That's a big part of me want to be out of it too. I hate the competitive nature of it in that sense, because it's for minuscule amounts. Like, when it was commission on the table, and it was really like when I first got T-Mobile, and it was really easy bread. Like, 1 month you can make extra $3,000, and I'm a kid. I'm 19 years old. Like, I could take a $3,000 on top of these $800, $900 checks I'm getting. I just got to sell a little extra more. And all right, cool. But then it was like, all right, how much he get off that $3,000? Oh yeah, you made $3,000. I made 17.
And for those that's paying attention to this, because this is three of us speaking from management positions and like supervisor positions and all. That is a real thing. I know. Didn't you have to deal with something like that? It's all, like the behind the scenes, like everybody cool, but when they talking to the other crowd, why they got that, man? I'm gonna try to knock them off so that way I like catch them slipping, so I can get their position. Bro, I seen them with people that really are like friends on the outside.
People be just hating, bro.
It's so weird, bro.
It'd be like, oh yeah, they did this number this month. Ain't no way they doing that the right way. Let me go look around. Come visit. Hey, give you a shout out, but it's hating the call, or like, it just be so much.
I had to press an associate about that. Like, like, why do you like? Why can't you work hard and get this position without trying to, like, without bringing me up at all? Like, you feel me? you can do a job just as well as somebody else, or even better, without trying to
without the hate.
Yeah, without trying to sacrifice their job. Like, cause I said, bro, like because you're not from where I'm from, I gotta really break it down and get you to understand. I said, bro, like doing this to somebody like where we from is taking money out their mouth. I said, bro, if I had a kid, you feel me? If I had this, I would be on your ass for real. Like. I said, because you can't fathom the type of stuff that I would have to deal with, bro. This is my bills. This is my lifestyle. This
Your
is
livelihood.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'm like, bro, this is like you trying to take that away from me just because you want the job. Not because you hate me, because you did literally because you want the job title. I said, bro, that's weird. Like, you feel me? That's very weird. I said, bro, you can have this job. I said, bro, it's only, I think it was probably 7 or 8 people total in the whole job. I said, bro, it's 3 managers. If you want to be a 4th manager, bro, talk about that. You feel me? Or just work harder. I said, but bro, you be
Take
on the
initiative.
phone. Exactly. I said, bro, that's
just ask me how I did it.
More
Take
or less.
initiative.
Because I'm like, I said, the more that I started working in there and how easy it became, and I was wondering, I'm like, yo, why can't I be a manager here? I literally just started asking. I said, yo, such and such, what I got to do to become a manager? Because I do everything, and I only been here but so long. I said, but like. I was just bored. That was my whole thing. Like they had me outside talking to the people. I was bored. I was like, yo, I want to do more. Oh, all right, well, you can run the tunnel. Oh, all right, bet. How you do this? Oh, all right, this come. Make sure I got to. You feel me? I'm a computer nerd, so all the shit they was doing in the computer, I was going to know how to do that just by being on it. Like you feel me? So, but it was simple. Oh, all right, y'all need this just change. Once I figured out, you just click this, insert they license plate, switch it. I was him after that. I'm like, yo, I'm a manager without the bread. Oh, now let me holler at y'all real quick. Hey, yo, listen, I know how to do the computer work, and I can run this whole joint. Like, you feel me? If it's just 2 of us. Like, at the time, it was 3-4 days new. You feel me? Me and my mans, we got this joint rolling so hard, we got them to, only 2 people work at a time. Like, that's how crazy we got the joint. So, I'm just asking, bro,
you hitting the topics that I hate, though. When somebody see you achieve that and now we change the whole policy for it and you don't get the direct benefit from it. Like, fuck the position. I just made your business more efficient. And you might not be paying that much on payroll. And the reward for that usually is a fucking pizza party. Like, you a grown-ass man. Like,
it was so foul. Like, how you saying, like, yo, they'll give you pennies to the dollar versus, bro, he got this whole joint built, got his loans for it from some of his best friends. They done put a little piece of this. Bro, I'm talking about he contracting with the city police people, councilmen's, you feel me? I'm talking about people that he getting a contract just for them. Like, you feel me? It could be 125 cars, bro, getting 125 grand for them. You feel me? But you not even trying to pay little bro this little, you feel me? This little bit of sum. Like, and I'm talking about, bro, I had to fight the dude down. Like, he ain't even like me. He put me through the ringer, bro. Like, put me through the ringer. Fought the shit. You know what, bro? This shit's so easy. I'ma do what you need just to show you, like, bro, you just got hate for me. Like, spun the whole thing around, bro. People coming in there now. He trying to give people managers position after 2 weeks. Nah, we ain't doing that, cuz. You better put these people through that same ring. You tripping. I'm gatekeeping right now. Like, y'all touching out.
Real.
But it's not coming from a place where he can't do the job, right? Hey, bro, listen, your performance is not giving you this job. I'm gonna tell you because I've been there. Been on your phone 3 hours, bro, and not really. That ain't gonna cut it. Hey, bro, not doing this little 5-minute job in 20 minutes, and then the manager pull up asking me, that's not gonna cut it. Cause hey, bro, I told bro that 20 minutes ago. Mm-hmm. That's the corny shit I gotta do now, but you don't know that, like, cause I told, hey, bro, go do that real quick. All right, I got you. 30 minutes go by, bro, pull up. Hey, Ed, why he ain't do that? I told him 30 minutes ago. Now when he comes say something to you, yo, Eddie told you to do this 30 minutes ago. Yeah, I was gonna do it. Nah, you ain't. Now you feel me? Now it's a whole friction.
And then you brought up like a quick thing that I know all of us morally don't want to do. It's like when you have to stoop to that level of doing certain things, that like you got to feel like you telling, you got to feel like, yo, now I have to be a dog completely because they're trying to be a dog from my position. So it's like I got to show you, like, no, you can't have have this. And it's like, bro, I thought we was all just cool, but it's like, as soon as you get that position,
you gotta take this motherfucker. And I go to the basement, nigga. You'll be working 1 hour a week, fucking with me.
It get like that, bro. I just you see people get taken right. Oh, are you on this? All right, I'm gonna take your little ass off the schedule.
I ain't never heard Jay talk like that.
No, bro, it's a fact. Like, it was just
he assert his dominance.
A podcast to bring it something like we do, like. On the JBP Joe Budden podcast, they had like a live show where they would do with Queen Flip. He would bring his old head shampoo up. He was on the radio. He'd been around a lot, but every time he come up, he would try and point out an error with the co-host already there because he want that spot. So his thing was, since he's been with Howard Stern, was to go in the job and be like, well, hey, no, I would do this because you see this person not really doing this person not really doing this. And it's like, say you had a friend that was like, yo, this pod popping. Like, yo, I want to be here. Yo, he don't really know. That's my man. I'm going to go over here. And, yo, you know, Jay ain't really, yo, I can get that video out before that. I can get it to you. Yo, he did it Tuesday. I have it to you by Sunday night. And it's that type of action and acting that will have you just turn like, be like, damn, yo, we all could have worked this out together. But instead you decided that because of what you want, someone has to come from me. And that makes, like, there's no way. Like, yo, for me, I tell anybody, any role I've been like, you a manager? I can make you a manager in this many months. I've done it. Here's the people. That's part of my story. How many people have you made into exceptional people in this company? Oh, well, boom, this person. Hey, this person. Hey, I went over here, changed this store's whole life.
And before we wrap or anything, that's the other thing I wanted to touch on, not just all the negative, because I have that experience too. Because especially when I took like principles of management, college courses, business administration, reading leadership books and everything, because it's just something I'm interested in, because I've always found myself in that position. That's how I know to say things like how important taking initiative is. But a thing, and a lot of that with the leadership position, it really shows how much of a leader you are when you could create other leaders and empower, because I've done it as well. And I'm pretty sure you might have felt the same way I've done it with someone that people laughed at when he said he wanted to be in that position. I'm like, well, I'm in this position and you're telling me I'm gonna show you how to do it. And I know you're serious. And he ended up getting the position. Because especially when I left this location and they said, yo, who's gonna take it over? Give it to him.
Dog.
And
I got a great story for that. And,
Go ahead.
Shout out Quan, yo, bro. I love you. Yo, my man was in T-Mobile, and I was like, that was my guy. We was working multiple jobs together before I got to that one. Everywhere we went, we would look out. So, like, I'm like, yo, this joint's sweet. I'm cracking him in this joint. Come in here, and I'm gonna tell you, yo, we get into the bread. I need somebody else in here that I can, like, I can have you work with my customers when I'm off, so we ain't gotta keep the bread with just us. So I go, man, something in for an interview. He go to interview. They're like, yo, what could you bring to the company? I mean, I could bring good vibes. And from that good vibes line stuck with him all the way till he ended up running 3 stores in Jersey by himself. From us just working together and grinding and just being tandem and moving through the company. It was, I took that. They thought it was a negative of just that one thing, and now this person that you saw is less than is now higher position than you. And it comes from just, whatever you believe, like, a lot of jobs think the qualities are a resume. No, you can just tell certain people. Like, for me, it's something I can see in you that, you going to work. And I just need somebody want to work. Hey, I'll allow you to do all this stuff that makes work easy. Hey, you want to be on your phone for 3 hours? Cool. You got to sell this much a day. And that's it.
And it's just like that, like how you saying, being in that leadership position, it's different. It's different ways to be a leader, and that's one thing that a lot of people don't understand. Like, you think you get that leadership role and it's a dictatorship? Nah, it don't have to be that way if you want it to be successful and running smooth. Like how you say, like how you saying, bro, you got somebody that don't have the attention span. All right, if I know how to finesse his attention span, or he need to be in the phone to keep it going, all right, let me work. You feel me? Let me work something out for him to where as though he feel like I'm looking down and getting a lot of work done. Like how you said, all right, how about you sell this and then you can be on your phone as much as you want. So now it's like all right, bet. So you could be on your phone, but the first person that walking in, now they on, I'm putting this, now they on your, you feel me? So it's so many different ways and different methods, like to be a leader. That is another thing that I learned. It was probably a huge thing that I learned as well. It's like, knowing how to stroke everybody's ego.
Yeah, because you got to know how to work with different personalities, and then like me and Jay were saying, like when you're dealing with younger people, older people, women, men, everything's different. Cultural differences,
right.
Everything. So you have to know how to talk the lingo with everybody and get people from walking off the edge either, without treating them like a slave either, because they're only getting paid a certain amount, so you can't push them too hard. But that's why I said, like, the easiest thing to make, when I made him, help him become a supervisor himself, was all he had to do was tell me and look dead serious and say, I want to do this. If you want to do it, I'm going to show you how to do it. So I kept him next to me a lot. Like, yo, when you do this, have it like this, make sure this will make it easier. Because then that's the other thing. Like we all just said, well, at least y'all two said, is when you make the job easier too. Because I definitely had that, like, yo, you guys are standing around doing nothing. I'm like, but you see everything is done. All right, well, can y'all just not look like y'all just standing around? All right, cool. So I'll go tell the guys, yo, just spread out a little. Just go walk the area a little just to make sure everything's cool. But it's like yo, first you complain that everything ain't getting done, but then when we're getting done and now everybody's chilling, you see us laughing and being amongst each other, especially like dealing with like, I had young black males with me too, so it's all of them as a young black male. So I'm like, of course we in there chopping it up and everything. They're like, yo, it looks like y'all just standing around, man, because everything's done. But y'all complain when things don't get done. But now we got it done so much faster. Now it's like, oh, we need y'all to figure out something to do.
Hey, that's what hey, all right, great. Now, once I figure out how we can still be like this, but we actually made an extra, we took this 1% up 25%, and we still chilling. Now you gotta promote somebody from over here,
right? So, but I think that's a dope one, fellas. That I realized because of course I didn't see this coming because like we said, like half the show definitely be improv and we go off the vibe of the show. But that is one thing I just realized. I'm like, wait, we all been in that position. We never really talked about it, even amongst each other. Yeah. Like what that entails and what that's like, and we all can share our experiences and different experiences. But we all kind of dealt with a lot of the same stuff, but some of it differently because of the different industries, respectfully. So. But good one, fellas. My boy, he talked about he was sick. That man, 100 miles today. There you go. Yeah. My boy, hey, was in his bag. I was like,
the grind don't stop, man. The grind don't stop.
Absolutely. But we thank y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to the King's Status podcast once again, man. Y'all been showing love, engagement, and please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And please like, comment, share, and subscribe. You have been with me, your host, Mr. Mortar King, along with
EdBuck LC, a.k.a. Playboy Bucky. You know what's going on.
Mr. Prolific, a.k.a. J. Duce.
If
do say so.
Myself. We appreciate y'all. Tune in next week. Much love.